Guys, do we ever have a packed, awesome month of reads ahead of us here for May 2025? This is the TBR video. Welcome back to the channel. This is Nerd Level Rising. My name is Jake. I'm excited. Let's talk about the books I'm going to read here in May. First one, I'll start with my chip away before bedtime, read a couple pages a day. It takes me forever to get through these, but hey, it's okay. Helps program the brain, get ready for sleep. That is Defiant by Brandon Sanderson, book 4 in the Skyward series. I have talked at length on my channel about how much I struggled with book 3. It took me a couple months to get through it. It was kind of a slog, to be honest. I liked the ending quite a bit, but the beginning was okay. The middle was really hard for me. The ending I liked. So I'm revitalized to an extent, at arm's length a little bit here, but we're gonna see. I'm trying to go into this optimistic, open-minded, excited to see how it ends, and we'll see how it ends, right? Overall, I am positive on the Skyward series here, so we'll see. But yeah, that's all I'll get through before bed, I'm sure, right? It'll probably take me the whole month to get through it if I'm, and maybe longer if it's anything like Cytonic was, but hopefully I can move through it a bit more quickly. After that, I have my digital reads. So digitally, I still am working through Red Stars of Madness. This is the debut fantasy novel from my friend Will McLaughlin, who I am beta reading this for, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way through, something like that at this point. So I'm slow and steady, making my way through. I'm trying not to rush it, but I'm also trying not to take forever, to get through it for him. So should finish that here at some point. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. That's my goal, anyways, to get through it in a reasonable time frame. And then after that, I have 2 things that are locked in, and then 2 things that are one of them should happen. It just depends on the release date. The other one absolutely will happen, just depends on the format. So the one that will happen, it just depends on the release date, is Of Empires and Dust by Ryan Cahill. This is book 4 of the Bound and the Broken. Man, I've been so excited to read this ever since I finished Of War and Ruin and the Ice. I think this was December of 2023, I suppose, because it wasn't last December. So almost a year and a half now. I've been so excited to get to this. And this is where being a physical book elitist comes back to bite me. I'm waiting on the physical release. So the book actually came out on ebook almost a month ago now. Or actually, I think maybe pretty much exactly a month, or maybe a touch over a month. I think it was the very end of March. And I've held off because I just want that physical edition, man. So whenever that's available, I will be getting that in and jumping into it ASAP. And I'm so excited for that. That'll be awesome. But I'm not sure when that's going to happen in the month. But I know Ryan has talked about on social media that it is coming very soon. I know that they announced the pre-orders for the signed versions through the Broken Binding are up now, I believe. So, and if not, they will be very, very soon. So I anticipate I'll have that in my hands here at some point in May, and I'll be able to jump in. But we'll see. But whenever that comes in is when I'm jumping in, dude. I'm very excited for that. The other one that's kind of in flux a little bit, just depending on the format, would be Mercy, Tears of the Fallen by Chance Dillon. Man, you guys, if you know me, you know Chance. His channel is fantastic. Him as a person is just fantastic. I'm so excited to read actually the rest of his book, because I was fortunate to be able to read the prologue and the first few chapters a while back, and they were awesome. And so I'm really looking forward to getting into this, and I've heard some really good feedback from a couple of his early readers. And man, I'm excited, right? Just you're always a little nervous reading a friend's book because you really want to love it, right? But because at the same time you have to be honest. I mean, it was, if you don't like something and you sugarcoat everything and don't actually give them honest feedback, like that's not the best thing to do as a friend, I feel, right? So I hope I love it, because I want to be able to tell him how much I love it. But I will be honest, Chance, if you watch this. No, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'm very, very excited. And whenever that is available, in whether I get a physical edition first, or if I finish up Red Stars and can jump into the digital arc that I got, that's what will happen, right? So whichever of those 2 things comes first, that's what I will do. And man, I'm so stoked for that. If you guys haven't been following him and his journey, go check out his channel. He shares his writing updates every week alongside what he's reading. He has a free Patreon. He has a Instagram. He has a awesome website. Just so you can see all the news, he's got short stories. He's got artwork, like everything. I mean, he's going all out on this launch for this first book. And man, it's awesome, right? It's awesome. So, okay, so that will happen at some point. The other two things that are locked in. One, I got to get back to One Piece. And I don't know when exactly this will happen. I may, so I'm recording this slightly early, right? So as of you watching this, I might have already jumped into it, right? Depending on the timing of some other things. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. My next update there on this coming Monday. We'll see what I talk about that I jumped into. But the Summit War saga of One Piece is up next. This is I wrote them down so I don't forget. I believe it's pronounced Shibaudi. Somebody please correct me on the pronunciation there. Shibaudi Archipelago. Then we have Amazon Lily, then Impel Down, then Marineford, and then Post-War. The 5 arcs in the Summit War saga. And I know particularly Marineford, I've heard a lot of people talk about really, really loving. So I'm excited for this. I've loved One Piece so far. I get it now. I have become a big fan. And the last arc that I read, Thriller Bark, was just so great. And I can't wait to get in and sink my teeth into something bigger. I mean, Thriller Bark was pretty short. I think it was, 47 chapters long or something like that. This one, I believe Summit War is like 100 something. So a little bit more substance again, a little bit of a longer arc there to get into. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to be back with the Straw Hat crew. Man, it's been such a great time there. And then lastly, this is a long time coming. The Will of the Many by James Islington. Look at how gorgeous. I know some people were kind of salty when they came out with this edition, right? Because they liked that blue edition with the pillars. I'm not going to lie. I actually like this a lot better personally. Don't hate me. But, you got the nice gold edges, right? It's beautiful, beautiful. I've heard endless amazing praise for this. Everybody seems to love this book, right? I'm late to the party on it, but I wanted to make sure that I got to it before the sequel came out this year because I want to be out and ready for that with the community, right? I want to be able to read. That was one of my goals for when I started the channel, is I wanted to be able to read more new releases and kind of be there with the community. It's just super fun. So I wanted to do that more. So this is one on the list that I wanted to make sure that I got to. And the other cool thing about this is actually the first buddy read that I ever organized personally. And boy, do we have an all-star cast that I have gathered around me here for this one. So this is going to be myself, Chance Dillon, who I just raved about a while ago, right? You know how cool he is. John from Talking Story, everybody knows how awesome he is. Philip Chase, Best of Fantasy, everyone knows how awesome he is. And Jimmy Nuts from the Fantasy Network, everybody knows how awesome he is, right? So what an awesome group. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be awesome. How many more times can I say awesome in this video? I'm so excited for this. I'm excited to read the book. I'm excited to have my first buddy read that I organized as a channel. I'm excited for that discussion that we'll have afterwards. I don't know. We'll probably aim for sometime in June maybe to get together and talk about it. And just to see what this is all about. People rave about this book. And I've heard some comparisons to Red Rising, which is fine with me. I love Red Rising, but I'm sure it has plenty of differences as well. And I know there's sort of like a academia setting in here, which is always kind of cool. So we shall see what the Hierarchy series has in store as we get ready for the Strength of the Few coming out later this year. I believe that's an November thing, which is, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to November, but like, November is a crazy month for new releases, dude. Pretty crazy. So we'll see if I'm actually able to read that on release. Somehow I'm going to have to juggle the new Malazan book at the end of October with Strength of the Few, with the third vampire book from Jay Kristoff. I want to catch up on that series, be ready for that. And of course, the finale of Sun Eater. All of these coming out right in that time. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll figure it out. We'll do our best. Okay, that's everything I got. That's all I'm reading in May. That's plenty. It's a stacked month. Yet again, it's impossible to have a bad month here on BookTube with just all the great recommendations and all the great people you can buddy read with and all that good stuff. So talk to me in the comments. What are you reading? What are you excited for? All that good stuff. Let's all have an awesome May of 2025. It's crazy. It's already May, by the way. It's kind of scary. But hey, what are you going to do? Time ever fleeting, right? Okay. Talk to me down there. I'll see you in the next video.